If you're looking to create an expensive look, we're gonna share with you 10 tips to help you create stylish and put together looks. Now, we're not saying you have to incorporate all 10 of these tips into one outfit. You'll probably just incorporate 2, 3, maybe 4 of these, but they're all very easy and they won't break the bank. So you don't have to worry about buying anything that's super designer, luxury, high-end. These can actually be things that are budget friendly, but by using these tips, you can style them in a way that's going to create this beautiful elegance to your outfits. So everything that we're going to be sharing, we're going to have the links down below in the description box, pinned in the comments section, and also through the YouTube links.
If your goal is to look like you just inherited a lot of money or won the lottery, then we're gonna share with you the first tip for wearing jeans to look expensive, and that is to go for a darker wash. So if you've been watching us for a while, you know that Christina and I love our light wash, our medium wash, our faded, a little distressing, but that is not what we would choose to wear if we were going for this rich girl aesthetic. So if you want to look expensive, if you want to look elevated and sophisticated, definitely go for those darker wash jeans. This can be in anything from a straight leg, a slim straight, even a boot cut or flare, or even a wide leg jean. If it is a darker wash, it's automatically going to give you a more sophisticated and rich girl look. So definitely look at that. Look for no distressing on your jeans, and also none of that like fading, washed out look. So we love those things, but if you specifically are looking for this very sophisticated and expensive look, go for those darker rinses. And even black is a great option as well.
For me, when I think of these sophisticated and classy looks, a lot of times I will envision a beautiful trouser styled and paired with a gorgeous, like luxurious cashmere sweater. But today we're sharing with you expensive looks in jeans. So one of the things that you may not have tried before is wearing a trouser jean. So these essentially are trouser style pants that are very relaxed and loose fitting in a denim fabric. So when you're looking at these trouser jeans, you are going to notice a little bit of some differences in a typical jean that you normally would pick up. So some of the things that you're going to notice are the pockets are a little bit different. So instead of a traditional pocket that's going to be on your denim, you're going to see that they're going to have some slant pockets or some inset type of pockets, things that you normally would see on a trouser pant. That really helps to just kind of lean into the trouser look. It's also going to have some more tailoring features to it. So instead of having a traditional metal button, some of them might have a 4-hole trouser button on them. They might also have some pleats or some pin tucking. All of these tailored details in it help to create this very like refined and classy look. For the ones that we were looking at, the majority of them are also going to have some higher rises. So that could be a mid-rise, could also be a high rise, and they're also going to have a looser leg. Some of them may have a wide leg, others might have more of a, you know, traditional straight leg. And if you really want to create just that elongated look, when you style them with a heel, you really are going to make your body look much longer, much leaner when you're wearing these. So these are the perfect way to really combine that style and class and sophistication that you can get in a trouser in your denim.
Another way to look rich and expensive in your jeans is to add some texture elements. And one of the elements that is really trending right now are silk and satin and shiny tops. So this is such an easy one to really elevate your jeans, because when you add something in a silky, shiny texture, it just automatically looks more expensive. So we have recently been picking these up left and right, and we have found some really great ones. Everything from beautiful colors like reds and blues to neutrals like blacks and whites. Christina has also found some beautiful print options. Now, some of these are more satin feel, some of them are silkier, and some of them are just that elevated fabric that has a silky or shiny look to it. So we're talking about, you know, not the cotton t-shirt type of fabric, but something that just looks a little dressier is automatically going to make your jeans look elevated, therefore making them look more expensive. So we have also found this to be very popular even with short sleeve tops they're coming out with. So there's so many different ways to incorporate this little tip. So I found a beautiful one with a short sleeve. I even saw some beautiful like silk and satin t-shirts if that is more your vibe, but just having that texture to your shirt, that shininess, it really does elevate any jeans look.
Make sure that you pay attention to the details when you are creating these classy looks. One of those details is going to be wearing a belt. So we have shared with you over the years all the benefits of wearing a belt, helping to define that waistline, kind of breaking up the different pieces, adding some interest. But today I want to share with you specifically the type of belts that you should be looking for when you're going to incorporate them into these elevated looks. So we love, you know, having some of those belts that have all the glitz and glam and that are very ornate, but you kind of want to steer clear of those and go for some more of those like very simple type of buckle belts. Nothing that's too exaggerated, nothing that's too bold, nothing that has like a huge giant buckle on them. Things that are very small, very simple. They don't have to be boring, but very classic in shape is what I would say. And I would also suggest that if you're really only looking for just a couple of belts, maybe you want to do something that's an investment, you really want to get some leather belts, I would suggest maybe having something in a classic black or brown shade. Those really will be the easiest colors to incorporate into a lot of these like neutral colored classy looks, and then that way you're not having to compete with some of the other things. Not to say that a beautiful printed belt couldn't work, but if you're really just trying to effortlessly create some of these looks, I definitely would highly recommend first starting off with those two colors.
If you have been watching our fall trends videos, then you've already heard us talk about how necklines are really big this season. And the great thing is that one of those necklines in particular is also one that's going to help you to look very expensive in those jeans, and that is turtlenecks. So there's just something about a turtleneck. I feel like we've seen this look for decades on everyone from Marilyn Monroe to Audrey Hepburn. It's just a classic look, and that's probably what makes it really look elevated and expensive, because it's so chic and it's never going to go out of style. So there's so many ways that you can incorporate that turtleneck style with your jeans to get that very elevated, expensive look. Christina and I have really been loving this one. We have found everything from some very lightweight knit type of sweaters that we picked up during the Nordstrom sale to like a turtleneck style, more ribbed, fitted type of t-shirt top. We've also found some that are sleeveless, which are awesome to wear when the weather is warm, but also great layering pieces under a blazer. We have just found such a variety of this turtleneck or cowl neck kind of style, and we really find that whenever we pair it with our jeans, especially when you incorporate some of those other tips like adding a belt, you're really going to get just an elevated and expensive rich girl aesthetic to your jeans outfit.
Now, some things are synonymous with looking expensive, and gold is one of those things. So if you're able to incorporate some gold accessories into your outfit, that is one of the easiest ways to really execute having that sleek and sophisticated look. And a lot of you may already have some really great gold jewelry that you love wearing. I do want to say that it doesn't have to be real gold. It can even be gold toned accessories. So some of the things that I'm thinking about is the type of maybe, let's say, gold earrings that you might pair with an outfit. So as beautiful as a large hoop or even a chandelier earring may be, you really kind of want to go with jewelry pieces that are very simple and understated. So that could be everything from a stud. You could also incorporate some of these button earrings. Those are becoming so popular right now. I'm actually wearing some today. So we've seen round stud earrings, square stud earrings. Those are going to be easy things to incorporate. Even a hoop. Now, some of these earrings you might want a little bit longer than a traditional little hoop, and so you can find a very simple elongated type of hoop. Maybe it's a little bit more angular in shape. That would also look beautiful. The same thing with necklaces, something that's very simple. You don't want to have maybe a whole bunch of necklaces where, you know, you're looking like Mr. T, but a beautiful, you know, like thick chain link one would be absolutely gorgeous when styled, and even some of your bracelets. So think about some of your chain link bracelets, a simple bangle, or even a cuff bracelet would look really beautiful with a lot of these outfits. And for the rings, a beautiful like chunky statement gold tone ring would also be another easy way to incorporate some of these gold toned accessories into your outfits. Now, the other thing that you can do as far as some of these gold accessories is look at some of your belts. So I've already discussed, you know, why belts are an easy tip to incorporate for this. And of course, if it has the hardware that's gold tone, you're really now just stacking some of these tips on top of each other, really leaning into this look. But don't forget that your handbags can also have a lot of gold hardware. And especially when you have a style and a shape that has that classic feel along with these beautiful gold tones, it's really just going to create an effortlessly polished look.
A classic men's button-up style shirt is really a no-brainer when it comes to pairing something with jeans and getting that very sophisticated and chic look. It's just such an easy way to do it, and there are so many options out there for this style of shirt. So very similar to like the satin or silk button-up, now we're just talking about the classic cotton button-up. And we found some great options out there. We're starting to see them with more and more different details, lots of variety, and really it's all about what works best for your personal style and your body type, but there's really good options. So one of the options that I found and really love is this classic pinstripe. This is a very much like a men's style work shirt in this beautiful blue with this dark blue pinstripe running down it. It's got the classic collar, buttons down the front. I love this fit. It's more of a traditional fit rather than an oversized fit, and that really works for me. I feel like this shirt, when paired with dark wash jeans, definitely gives a vibe that is more rich girl aesthetic. No one knows how much this shirt cost, if I got it from Brooks Brothers or if I got it from Walmart. It's just a great shirt. So this is an easy way to do it. Now, Christina found a white shirt that has a little twist on the classic. So hers does not have the collar. It has more of just a V style neckline with some buttons going down and some 3/4 length sleeves. This is another great option just because it is classic and it really pairs beautifully with those jeans. We've been seeing everything from, you know, the oversized boyfriend style button-up shirts. Some of them have some darting going down the front that creates a little bit of a tailored look. You can find some little like pearl embellishments or button embellishments, but really just a classic cotton button-up style shirt tucked into a great pair of dark wash jeans is definitely going to get you that expensive look.
Now we're gonna move along to the feet and which shoes you ladies are gonna be styling with your outfits. So you can obviously select rounded toe, almond shaped toes, but the easiest way to do it is to really select one that has a pointed toe. So the reason why we say this is because a lot of the jeans now we're really seeing have more of this relaxed feel, whether that is a flare, a boot cut, a straight leg, a wide leg jean, and that already has that elongating look. And when you have a pointed toe shoe, it just extends the length of the foot, really leaning into that elongated look. So there are so many options that you're going to be able to find with a pointed toe. Some of them are super exaggerated, others are a bit more of a modest pointed toe, but they are absolutely gorgeous. So you might find some have of those like classic colors, those like two-tone Chanel-esque designer type of shoes. I always love the two-tone. I feel like it just subconsciously automatically translates when people look at them into a designer high-end shoe. You might also really love some patterns. So one of the patterns that I always find that's synonymous with luxury is houndstooth. I think that that is a pattern that has been around for so long and it just is absolutely beautiful. We're also seeing a lot of leopard, so that is coming into play now, and a beautiful pointed toe leopard shoe would also be another easy one that you could style with your jeans, in addition to even some fabrics. So suede is a really popular fabric and a beautiful one to have on your pointed toe shoe, especially during the fall season in some of these neutral colors. But don't worry, you also don't have to have a lot of these stiletto type of heels. You can also look at a lot of these ankle boots that are going to be really popular now, that are going to have these gorgeous pointed toes that you can incorporate, and some of them may even have some details like being a croc embossed. Just having that extra detail all along and pattern along the boot can also elevate the shoe and make it look so much more expensive than it really is. And if you're not someone who really wants a heel, there's going to be so many options in regards to flats, because you're going to have ballet shoes, Mary Janes, mules, slingbacks in all kinds of colors and patterns. Some might have some woven material that's on them. All of them though are really perfect when you incorporate them with that pointed toe.
We've talked about silk and satin and cotton, and it's definitely all about texture when it comes to looking expensive. And one of those textures that just automatically looks expensive is cashmere. So of course it had to be on this list. It's such a beautiful fabric, so soft, it just screams luxury. So of course it's gonna help you to achieve that rich girl aesthetic, that quiet luxury. We have found some great cashmere pieces, everything from crew neck sweater. In the past, we did some V-neck style sweaters that were really beautiful, but you can even find cashmere in some short sleeve tops, even some shell type of tops for layering. And the great thing about cashmere is, you might not realize it, but it is definitely not just for cold weather. Cashmere is actually a natural breathable fabric that will actually draw moisture away from the body and keep you nice and cool. It's really something that works in warmer climates as well as hot climates. It's a year-round fabric and it's so beautiful. And if you do live in warmer temperatures, then you might just want to go with like the short sleeve option or a sleeveless shell option. But then when we get into those cooler months, you just can't beat a traditional classic cashmere sweater. It's always going to look put together. It's always going to look chic and sophisticated. And when paired with a dark wash jean, you just can't beat it for achieving that rich girl aesthetic.
A key element to creating these polished and luxurious looks is finding pieces that are tailored. Now, I've already shared with you why a trouser jean is a great tailored piece to add into your outfit, but you also want to look at a couple of others, which is definitely the blazer and even vests. So traditionally, these were two pieces that really were worn by men, so it has that masculine kind of feel, and they were usually worn during, you know, elevated events, formal events, or even to the office. But of course now women have embraced it, they are wearing it and have been for a while, but it still subconsciously gives this look of refinement. And I think it's because the fit of these pieces are gonna have so many different details that are really just elevating that look. So you might have different styles of lapels, you're gonna have different styles of buttons, there might be some pleating, also the pockets and the structure of the piece, whether it's the vest or the blazer. It might even find that the fabric comes in tweed. Tweed is one of those fabrics also that I always feel like creates the elevated and chic and sophisticated look. So when you have these pieces and you style them with jeans, it really just leans into this effortlessly chic look. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're looking for some more content, be sure to check out our How to Style Blazers look. Blazers are another one that are going to help you create that elevated look. We hope you ladies have a great week, and we will see you next time.